This electric battery operated leaf blower by Nexum Van Uxum, not sure if I pronounced that correctly, is awesome. So we're gonna look at all the features, all the details. This was sent to me in exchange for this review, and I'm very excited to show it to you. This thing's awesome. The first thing you're gonna notice is the size. This thing is super small, super portable. There are two different ways to configure the handle, which I'll show you in just a second. But first I wanna show you how to take this thing apart. So when you get it, it is going to come with this part detached. And this tube here, you can either use just this tube, or the way I always use it is to use them in combination. But if I wanted to have a smaller one, I could just use this and have like a little tiny, almost like a hair dryer, but don't use this as a hair dryer. It's got way too much power. So the way that I like to do it is to use these in conjunction, and I will attach this, and to attach it, you just simply line this up and you twist until it clicks. So it really locks into place. So you don't have to worry about it falling off. And before I attach this, let me show you the close-up features of this. This is the air intake. So you just want to make sure this isn't being covered in any way while you're using it, or you're not going to get a full flow of air. You also want to make sure if you have long hair, I don't have to worry about that, but if you get close to that, your hair could get sucked in and get stuck. So you can manipulate this handle to make sure that that is out of the way, especially if you have long hair. And the way you manipulate the handle, so right now I have it like this, which is almost like a car wash mode. If you press this button, the entire handle can be spun around. So now you're holding it more at this angle. For me, it's more fun to hold it this way, because then I feel like I'm in a video game and I'm going around and finding the leaves and finding the dust. In a moment, we're gonna take this outside and I'm gonna show you how powerful this is. I'll show you it in action, but first I wanna show you everything that you get and how to operate it, which is super easy. So you get two of these batteries. These are 21 volt batteries, so you get a lot of power with this. Two of those. That way, if you have a big area to do, if one battery dies, you can instantly replace it and keep on working. You also get this charging cable. Now, these batteries don't have an indicator, so you won't know how much juice they have. And the way the charger works is when you plug this directly into the battery, then you plug this into the wall. This will light up red while it's charging. As soon as it turns green, it's done charging. And you want to make sure you don't just leave these plugged in all the time, because that can lessen the life of the battery. So you don't want to do that. You also get a user's manual, which shows you how to do everything. So let me get this part attached. I'll show you how to operate it, and then we'll take it outside and fire it up. So there's only two ways to operate it. So ignore this. Remember, that just turns the handle around. To operate it, there is the power button here, and then you have your trigger. Once you turn this on, there's a digital readout, which will tell you there how much battery you have. So there's nothing right on the battery, but you can see on here, if you're running low and you know it's time to swap out your battery. Once it's turned on, to fire it up, you just squeeze the trigger. You squeeze it once. That's in mode 1. And so here's what that, I know I don't have any hair to blow around, but that's a nice decent amount of pressure. If I hit the button, the trigger again, we go into mode 2, and then finally mode 3. And that's a lot of power. Then to turn it off, you just hit that button again, or you long press it until everything shuts down. So let's take this outside and blow some stuff around. Now it's super windy out here today, so it's gonna be hard to tell what's the wind and what's the leaf blower. So we're gonna start here with, it's just on the first level. And to get these sticks and things, I'm gonna need a little more power, so we're gonna switch to level number 2. And that makes a huge difference. Just dusting these rocks off. Yeah, I can even get those rocks. So that's pretty powerful. If I go on the 3rd level, let's see if we can get these rocks. There we go. This thing's super comfortable, and it's lightweight, so you can just use one hand. You barely ever have to do this. And I do believe now that this is the easier way to do it, with this pivoted with the barrel below the handle, because if you flip it around, the angle isn't right. You're kind of blowing downward. But for certain things, if you're like blowing off something higher up, then this would be perfect. Most of the time, I think I will be using this way. This also works great for dusting off your furniture. It's so windy right now that my furniture pads have blown from here to here. But if you're having a party and you want to sit down and these are dirty, it's very easy to use this for dusting. I apologize that I didn't have a bunch of leaves. I live out in the desert, and this time of year, everything is growing, so it's almost springtime. There's not a lot of leaves, but as you can see, it blows the dirt and the dust very well. It even blows some of the rocks. It's got lots of power. It's really lightweight. It's comfortable to hold in your hand, especially if you're using it. In my opinion, this configuration is more, maybe it's just more fun for me. The other configuration might be easier if you have your arm down, because now the weight, the center of gravity is lower. On the other one, it's higher, so you kind of have to support this. If you just want to be walking and waving, this might be the better option. Either way, I absolutely love this thing, and if you're looking for a really convenient, because it's so easy to store this, leaf blower, then I highly recommend this one. And if you'd like to grab one of these or check the current price, there is a link in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions. Please hit like on this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.